YouTube, what is up? Bearded Yakking here, and here is part 4 of this fucking repair. So, what we're going to get down to, the last video, we talked about how I was waiting for the part, we talked about how I was going to clean this up. Well, I scrubbed, and that's as clean as it's going to get. Now, I managed to get all this clean the best I could. So, here's the kicker. Remember, these were the rubber seals for this here part here. But I got another set here in way better condition, as you can obviously see. Look at that. Because I got another one. What are the odds of that? Like I said, I had its cousin over there, the other side of the garage, picked up for, let me just move the camera. Alright, so here's its brother, or cousin, whatever you want to call it. Same problem. There's all the pieces laying down there. Now, here's the other one. This is the one we're working on. Obviously, I ain't going to fix up the shitty looking one. I'm going to fix up the nicer looking one. Which, by the way, both motors run. Both motors do run. Yes, both motors do run. Both pumps are in working order. So, basically what I did is I decided that I was going to check to see how good these seals looked in the shitty looking one. Well, it turned out exactly what I thought. It's exactly what they looked like when I pulled them out. Nice and clean. The only problem is with the other one, I sort of snapped the bolt because, you know, aluminum and steel, for some reason they don't like each other and they seize together. So when we put this bad boy back together, we're going to be using anti-seize lubricant. But that's not all. Because the part has arrived. And this is the part we're waiting for. See, this part here, it's fucking stout compared to the original. It's stout. So you put that down on here, that sits in there, and then the counter radial here, you gotta line that hole up with the other piece, and it sits in there like that. Now, when this thing actually goes, when it's all together, when it spins, look at that. That's what it does. It moves side to side, and then that's what activates this here. When it comes back around, it pulls this side in, pushes this side out. So, you think about it, that's a lot of wear and tear on the original part. Which, I don't feel like that one's there, and I got the other one buried over the other back here in my corner in a bucket. So, this part here is stout. This here is machined aluminum. The other part is actually cast aluminum. And the actual part number for this, in case you guys run into the same problem, is, let me see. Part number. D21258. It's right here. There you go. You got it labeled like many times right there. Which, this company here, there you go. Right here, they give you a picture of the part. You got the bearing number on here. they give you a parts list. Well, not really a list, but they just give you the specs of what each bolt should be, like the torque specs and shit like that. You know what I mean? But here I can call them, say, listen, I need this part, number 17, which is right here. You know, some shit like that. Or I need, like, I don't know, a stupid O-ring, which I got a ton of O-rings. So we don't need that. We don't need directions. We know how to put this thing together. But basically, what this here is telling me is that's just telling me that this open side here faces up, and the closed side faces towards the motor itself. So with that being said, I don't want to keep this video any longer because I kind of don't want to like show you guys me putting this thing back together, because the noise is annoying. I do this shit off my phone, so I don't edit nothing. And it would just be a big old hassle to just do like multiple videos of me just putting screws and bolts and, you know, lubricant for the seals, for the rubber seals and shit. So basically, next video, this thing's gonna be fully assembled. I'll be hooking it up back up to the motor, and we'll be doing a test fire to make sure everything's working properly and that we're actually getting water pressure. So with that being said, this is Bearded Yakking. Like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe. Let me say that again. And we are signing off.